case, it's nice and calm here. And here I was expecting a scary place filled with terrifying ghouls. Oh, silly glowbox.
Silly glowbox. Silly glowbox. Who is this bonehead? Hello, everyone.
Damn it, I can't do it. Hello, everyone. This is your one and only favorite hypermarket. And I'm sorry, I cannot voice act today. But, yes, we are back with some more Rayman 3 HD. We are on part 6, I believe, and now we're in the zone Land of the Living Dead. No, not the hellish zombie-looking one in the Rayman Origins. This is the beautiful, teensy, heaven-like area in Rayman 3 HD. And this place is one of the more gorgeous-looking parts of the game. Look at all this grass and textures without any lag whatsoever. This place really does look like grass, well, from a distance at least. I mean, the architecture and the art style here is just where this part really shines. And this is just another great example of how good Rayman 3 HD is, or Rayman 3, the original.
I have to go drop the kids off at the pool.
And yeah, we're gonna free these teensies that are ghosts now. Well, that are still ghosts. In fact, I don't even know what's the purpose of capturing these teensies in the first place. What other importance do the teensies have other than summoning magic and stuff like that? Can they really stop Andre that fast? Or Andre? And, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, like, some stuff is never explained in Rayman 3. But, I mean, this game is cartoony and all that. It's kind of expected, really. I mean, the story isn't supposed to be deep and thought-provoking or stuff like that. And here is some of the simple puzzles that you use in order to solve. I can't speak. Yeah, you know what I mean. You use the cans to solve simple puzzles, as I mentioned back in another episode, or part, I should say. And yeah. So I'm here trying to look for another teensy. I keep hearing it saying "help, help, help," and then I'm thinking to myself, where could it be? Is it over here? And I find it. Look, it's right there. Free teensy now. And we have ourselves another free teensy. And basically now we have to do is we got to go over there to get that plum thingamajiggy. And then yeah, we have to use that, you know, that plum thing with the music and the carrying and the Rayman panting. Okay, that sounded wrong. All right, let's go. And so now we're gonna use the yellow can to fly up there. And we free... Oh no, we didn't free Teensy. It looked like a Teensy at first. I'm like, oh no. But yeah, here we go. We're picking up the plums. The one thing I don't like about this is that you have to like get close to it as possible and let him pick it up automatically. I wish you can like just press a button, because every time it does that lock-on thing, I keep thinking like you press the attack button to just pick it up, but I keep on kicking it and then like it bounces all over the place. That's one thing I really find annoying. And here's a little dick move that this developers decide to do. Is like, hee hee, this could be funny. Yeah, get out of here. Ah, get out of here. But yeah, it's. I really don't think that that's appropriate for the little plum thing. It almost made me lose mine. Otherwise, I would have spent like another half hour trying to find it or something, you know. But dude, look at this water texture. It looks really nice. And back in the original Rayman 3, it did have that, but in Rayman 3 HD, the textures of the water has been enhanced by a great amount of degree. Because, I mean, if you look at this one, and to the original, oh, come on, really? Why? Just why? Anyways, but if you look at it from the original Rayman 3, and then compare it to the HD version, the water textures look so much better. It's just awesome. It almost looks like the real water. Oh, you fucking cockblock glowbox. God damn it. Whatever. Come on, get up there, Rayman. You can do it. And now we get the red can for something of Easter eggy purposes. A bit. I cannot speak today, god damn it. But we do some more combat and all that good stuff. I love me some combat. And we get a little woohoo, yeah. Cause Rayman is a boss. And now, I believe this is where Glowbox does a little bubble thingy-majig. If I am correct, he does. Yep, here he goes. And look at him fly off. Again, this is where like the bubble thing is more relevant, and it gets annoying because you have to. It has, like I said before, it has no depth, it has no polygons. It's a 2D image, and you have no way of telling for sure if you're gonna land on it or not. And it kind of annoys me, like, really bad. And now we're introducing some stronger hoodlums. The ones that take more than 2 supercharged hits, so I charge them up all the way, hit them once. Oh, no, wait, no. They're still slightly stronger, but still. And now we're introduced to a new enemy. A flying hoodlum thing. I don't know. But it does take quite a bit of hits. It takes 2 of the supercharged hits, as far as I know. But you can just keep spamming the attack button over and over, and you will get the same progress. And look at Rayman, he's like, yeah, I just conquered a new enemy. That was easy. And I like how Glowbox always claps in the background if you can actually get him in the camera. It's kind of funny, actually. He's like, yeah, Rayman! But here we are with the same old hoodlums. And we're gonna shrink them down, because I'm a boss like that. And they die. I don't know if the green can enhances your power in any way. But all I know is that if you hit them, it makes them smaller. So I don't know if it's the same amount of damage as your like regular fist. And right over there, my friends, we are going to be introduced to a new gameplay mechanic. The shoe. Nope, I'm not kidding. What is about to happen is going to blow your mind. For those who have not played Rayman 3 HD or even seen an LP. In this case, congratulations, you're one of the first people to know that Rayman 3 HD is my first game. Or not first game. Like, second LP in my whole channel. And yes, this is a fucking bumper car shoe challenge thing. I'm a jigger. Basically, you gotta hit the guy 3 times, and you get whatever you need to get to progress. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun, and it's just a little jarring. Like it just comes into that at the most random times, really. Like, at some points where it gets to a pinnacle point in the game, all of a sudden they have this, and it's kind of weird. But I still like it. It's really fun, and it's a nice way to change the pace of the game. Like I said before, this game never stays too repetitive, although what they use, they recycle quite a bit in terms of, like, it's nothing like Half-Life 2 where every set piece you do is different. There's always going to be a repeated set piece at least once in the game. But it's still spread out evenly enough so it won't be as repetitive. And I really like that a lot. Oh no. Hoodlums! And we got some, like, sirens in the background. Oh my god, it's Rayman! And I like how there's no bullets coming out of that gun at all. Whatsoever. Period. 365. Okay, now it's coming out. And now, you gotta just punch these guys out, and then, yep, they're flying ones here as well. And also, we're also having some balloon platforming. And there's actually a mini game based entirely off of this, balloon platforming plus swinging of the with the chain swinging thing. And so yeah, basically you have to there's more enemies, and we still have to punch out some dudes until we find the blue can so we can like get on top of that place. And oh man, well, one thing I do want to mention right now is the music here. Everywhere in this zone has kick-ass music. It's just, oh my god, like, it's just so beautiful. And then the theme song that plays for those flying hoodlum things is just so awesome and kick-ass. Ah, crap, I spit on my computer. Never mind, I didn't say that. But yeah, here we go, doing some balloon platforming. The only thing that's misleading about this is that the way they're spread out. God damn it, I can't speak. The only thing, they're spread out to they're not. Because, like, if you keep holding the forward button, if you keep holding forward, you're going... Oh, see, I fell over there because someone destroyed the balloon. But, now, okay, I'm getting too sidetracked here. The balloons are not spread out enough to where you keep on holding forward and you'll still hit it. You have to position yourself right. And the thing is, the shadow doesn't pop up on the balloon, which is a real problem. So if you want to actually do some platforming on these balloons, you need to show the bubble. Because the bubble barely shows, but by the time you get, like near to the bubble, you either know you're gonna hit it or you don't. It's almost the same problem as the bubbles. I mean balloon. Yeah, but I meant bubbles, the purple ones. But I meant to say the bubbles and the balloons. But yeah, the balloons. They need to like at least add the shadows to like it maybe have some sort of enlarger so like you know you're close, but for the most part, I don't know that I'm close. I just go off of instinct, and luckily my instincts haven't failed me in terms of balloon platforming. Excuse me. And here we have another teensy to free, and I'm just here to collect those jewels and all that. And we have a health increase. Isn't that good? And now we get the green con, and that's what we use to progress in the game. And oh yeah, by the way, you can swim in that water. I'm gonna dive into it right now, because for some reason I was thinking of like a Sonic game that doesn't involve you swimming in water, like the Sonic 06 or something like that, that makes you die instantly in the water, or Sonic Adventure for that matter. But Rayman can swim, and it's awesome. Although you can't dive immediately like in Rayman 2, which is a bit of a shame. Although there is a part where like there's this like path that makes you swim, but that's for another part, my friends. That is for another part. And so yeah, you won't be going underwater. And the sad thing is in Rayman 3 is that you only do one underwater section, and that's for the boss that's gonna come up in the next part. The reason why I say next part, because literally it's coming in the next part, as in like you're gonna have to wait for me to upload another video on it. So I'm sorry if I made you guys sad face, but that is the truth. And I am a little stuck here, having a little bit of camera problems, because like the camera keeps on adjusting to your movement, and when I move the camera and then I adjust my positioning, it still moves with my adjusting of the positioning, so it's fucking me over even more. But that was a minor problem right there. And we're going back up here, getting all these gems. Look at this. Look at this. I'm touching this gem. Like, you can see my hair touch it, and I'm not collecting it. Like, what kind of crap is that? Like, and I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just go. And so off, we're gonna beat up some more hoodlums. But first, I have this over here to destroy. More healths. Yay! And now we're gonna beat up some more hoodlums. Yes! I always love that combat. Although I did wish that they did a little bit more with the the swaying of the combat. Other than like the hoodlums will constantly block. You're basically, the swaying punches are pretty much your primary attacks. Like, regardless if they're easy hoodlums or not, you're swaying, like you're doing the swinging fist thing all the time, except for certain enemies. But that'll be debatable another time, because, well, actually they're gonna be within this part, I believe so myself. And here we have another little froggy that you can capture by looking into his face, and he waves hi, and then you get points and he disappears. Yeah. And the one thing I don't like here is that sometimes the balloon doesn't pop all the way high enough. So, yeah, tough stuff. But is there more? Yeah, there's more. Hold on, wait. I think I'm gonna see these. Never mind, I'm not gonna see these. Oh, and by the way, that's another one of them. Those things you have to walk to. I don't know what they're called, but all I know is you have to walk to them. And yeah, that's why I was like going slowly. It's because I need to get to him. And now I get my points. Yay! And I'm jumping for joy. And I'm just swinging my fist at these things. Like I said before, though, getting 100% is freaking hard in this game. You really, really do have to explore like every inch of the level. And here we're introduced to another enemy. He's kind of like a mini boss at first, but in the end he's not. Basically what you have to do is you have to sway your fist one side to the other really quickly. And you'll see soon. So you have to do that. Yeah, it's just the same thing as spamming, except your hits are less successful. So yeah, it's not that bad of a boss. Like I said before, the only time the combat gets really, well, I never said this before, but the only time the combat gets really interesting is when they have multiple enemies at you that you have to deal with in different situations. But sadly, that's only a very rare occasion of this, and more of this bubble platforming. Oh my god. Whatever, that wasn't much. But still, yeah, you always face one type of enemy or two types at the same time. There's never like at least three. You know, it kind of sucks. And I'm not counting those colorful supercharged looking ones, because they're basically the same thing except with different bullets and they're faster. It's really not that much. But there are a few times where that you do have to deal with all types of enemies, and there are some rather interesting enemies. Well, I think there's only one that in particular that I really like because it adds new depth to the challenge, although sadly though it doesn't really like bring it that much in depth. It's just kind of like a staller, basically. You'll see right now as soon as we pass through this door. The Wizard Hoodlum! And now the Hoodlum is supercharged. And basically, think of him as like the medic in Team Fortress 2, except he's completely invincible. And so basically, as soon as you hit the Hoodlum he's guarding, he'll pop up, and you have to go hit him. And so you repeat this process over and over until he dies, and then you can finish off the rest of your enemies. So yeah, best tip of the day here. Always hit the Hoodlum that he's guarding, and then as soon as he appears, whack the shit out of him, and then until he dies, and then you know what I'm saying. Oh, and here we have the bomber guys in here, along with the supercharged shooter guys, shotgun guys, or whatever. And the combat is getting a little bit more difficult, although it's not enough to make me die, but it's interesting enough as it is. See, I wish they did more like more stuff like this in the game, like from the start, like in the original Rayman, because you know it would make this game a whole lot more interesting in terms of combat-wise. This game's still fun, don't get me wrong, but I mean it's not much. And then we have that challenge done. He's like, oh yeah, I just did it. And here I'm trying to get this Hoodlum, but it blocks onto the freaking piggy bank. Like, really? Like, really? Was that necessary? I was closer to the Hoodlum than the fucking piggy bank. Or at least I think I was. Oh no, I think it was probably behind the piggy bank. But still, that's kind of stupid. I hate that whole little, well, I understand they do that for reducing frustration. I can't really speak that much. Yeah, I know they do that to stop frustration in terms of like hitting the object exactly right, but I mean there has to be a fine line here. Like as you get within its radius, it automatically locks on no matter what, and it's kind of dumb. And it works sometimes when there's multiple enemies. Like I think there's only this one time where like you have an orange can available and there's like multiple enemies, and you want to hit one that's the more powerful and is way in the back, and then when you try to hover over the Hoodlums just to go down and hit the other one, it locks onto the other Hoodlums and it destroys them, and it's kind of stupid. And now we're going on to the next section, although I have a 51 in here, sad face. This is not looking good for Rayman at all. Loading screens. And now I think we are introduced to a new enemy. No, we're not yet. Actually, that's not yet until later. But the gates close. Oh noes, what shall we do? Well, fortunately for us, we don't have to take that path just yet. We have to destroy these Hoodlums and then go to another path. Yep. And so we go over here, and then we go punch out some more Hoodlums. Well, I'm going to do that as soon as I finish collecting my collectibles. See, like, it really is, like, hard to get 100%. And, oh my god, a Hoodlum out of nowhere? And he tried to ditch. What a little pussy. He's like, later, Rayman! And look at that place. Dude, that is so freaking beautiful. Oh my god, the art style! That art style! No, seriously though, this looks amazing. Like, when I first saw this when I was a kid, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. And what's even more awesome is that, well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but it's awesome. It's again, this whole level right here, this is one of my most favorite parts in the game. It's also because, like, back when I had a PS2, I never had a memory card, so the farthest I would ever get is from here, and that's it. I would have to, like, if I wanted to go any further, I really would have to spend, like, a whole day just playing, and of course my parents wouldn't let me do that when I was young. And Glowbox drink some more, and this is where the bubble platforming could be a problem, right here. And there's a Hoodlums. Oh noes, what shall I do? It's not like I can combat him. But yeah, these enemies, like one-on-one, they aren't very interesting enemies. They pretty easy to overall. But when there's multiple and there's multiple types of enemies, it's just more interesting, like in Dead Space. Except this game came out first. But you know, that doesn't matter. See, I have a hard time. Like there's no depth at all to this, and you have no idea if you're gonna land or not, and it's just annoying, like super annoying. And Glowbox is drunk over there. I don't get how an allergic reaction can make Glowbox like all drunk rather than inflate and die. You know. Ooh, lightning! I just saw that. Thought I pointed that out. Oh my god. Now I kind of wish that we didn't have. Well, then again, collecting everything is making the level design that much better. And this is one of the prime examples of how Rayman 3 could be so open compared to Rayman 2. It's like there's so much to explore in this little section here. Well, there's enough to explore, I should say. But here we go with another plum challenge, but not now, because we have to actually well, we can't carry it over because for some stupid reason the plum dies, or we can't pick it up, and then all of a sudden just disappears. So yeah, it's kind of dumb, but that's where we need to go fight a specific set of hoodlums to get the green can. And once we get the green can, we can put those down and then proceed from there. But now we're actually going to go into this epic tower of spirituality, or something like that. I don't know. But here, I think, yeah, you have to press this button, and then we do some straightforward platforming, and we just keep on going. No, there's not much to say. This is just a platformer here. And if you wait long enough, these things will start falling, and yeah, there's a little pause right there because something happened, but don't mind it much. Don't mind it. And then I had to climb up here. Oh god! And I think I saved myself. Yeah, I barely made that. That was like ultimate parkour for Rayman. And now here's where I speed up the footage because this part takes a while. It's just climbing like constantly. You're just walking up the stairs. Nothing's interesting happening. You just walk upstairs, swing, swing, walk upstairs, swing, swing, and until you free this teensy on the very top. And he's right over here.
I'll meet you downstairs.
Yeah, now we go meet him downstairs. But if you do not helicopter your way over here, you will be splat. You will go splat and you will get damaged and stuff. And so basically you have to go free this guy's brother by doing the plum challenge again. Like I said before, there's 2 this time instead of 1. 1 is just enough in my opinion. I don't like to do these much. These just kind of slow down the game, to be honest. I really don't like them that much. I do like the music. It's kind of funny and all, but still. Oh my god, excuse me. And then I just speed this up because this does take a while. It's good thing this thing has the lock on to ease the tension, but if this was like random, like no specific throw, it would have been frustrating as hell. So I just speed this up, and because you don't want to wait through all this, like honestly. I wish Rayman moved this fast, like in the actual game, you know. I mean, come on. Whatever. And now we free his brother. And now we get a little cinematic thing. Oh god, I don't want to see up his skirt. Gross! Ugh! Ugh! Thanks, you French bastards. You made me see up this guy's skirt, you perverted French developers. Oh my god. And yes, for those who don't know, Rayman 3 and all the Rayman series is French, by French developers and French people. The whole game is originally in French, but it has an English dub along with an Italian dub and all that. If you had the original PS2, you know what I'm talking about. In the beginning of the game, like, it asks you what language, what country are you from? And it has a pair of shorts with the United States and a pair of shorts with other countries that they've dubbed and all that. And here we have regular hoodlums and then those spread shot hoodlums. Not very interesting much, but the spread shots are kind of annoying. But they added a challenge to the game that needs to be there, otherwise this game would be way too easy. This game's easy enough as it is though. But I mean, there are things in this game that can make it a little frustrating if we didn't have like the health. I just think that they went a little too lenient in terms of the challenge. I understand that they wanted to make this game not frustrating for people. And I totally agree with this. It's a fun experience. It's just a little too easy. Like, you can almost breeze through the entire game, really. And here we have the freaking genie majig. Genie majig. That's what I'm gonna call this hoodlum. The genie majig. And yeah, this, like I said, you just repeat the strategy over and over until he dies. This doesn't add a whole lot, but it's a nice way to introduce the enemy. Wrong way, Rayman. Whatever. You had fucked up your camera shot, whatever. And now we have some more of this rocket stuff. I swear though, the way that they angle the rocket and the camera and rocket, it's so obnoxious. And I exploded a hoodlum. But it's so obnoxious because you can't tell if you're like about to hit the wall below you, or you're not going low enough that's on the ceiling or something, like it's just like angled on top of the cannon. I mean the, what do you call it, the okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go on this just yet. And here we have a Donkey Kong reference. Basically, this whole thing is just like a Donkey Kong kind of thing, and it really is nothing there just to stall you, because actually though your jump is a lot slower than your actual running, and I wish they never did that. They do that for platforming's sake, but there are some times where I literally want to like run and just jump as far as possible to make something, you know, like in Sonic or in Mario. But like in terms of this game, like Rayman doesn't do that, and it kind of sucks. And now we free all these guys. Whee! And look at this. They're murdering these hoodlums. Look at that. They just like electric shocked them. That's so amazing. And blah, blah, blah. Hey, you know, you guys could flip the switch. Whatever. Instead of them flipping the switch, we have to go and do another go-kart thing. And I am speeding this up because all you're doing from this whole entire section is racing all the way down to the bottom, and then finally going having a showdown with their cart. And I forgot this happened because I was actually searching a little bit when I should be just going straight down for him. And yeah, here he is now. He's over here, and I'm punching him. And then I speed this up because I'm having the most trouble trying to hit him. Like, this is the one time where like I'm having a lot of trouble hitting them because I keep missing. And trust me, this would have been way too long if like it was regular speed, so I sped this up. Yeah. And what was I gonna say? Then we're gonna beat them right here. And we got ourselves a nothing. Then what was the purpose of that? Why did we have to go in a go-kart mode when we got nothing? That defeats the purpose right there. That was like, what the hell? What was I supposed to get? But you get nothing at all, and it's kind of stupid how you're forced to go down there. Or I think they also make you like get points and stuff like that. I don't know, but still, I mean, come on. But whatever. And I guess that's why they didn't flip the switch, because of that guy. But yeah, he's basically a super powerful hoodlum, and the only way you could ever beat this guy is through the this red can. And there's always a red can nearby when you find these enemies. Trust me on this, because you have to supercharge your with your fist, but you have to have the red cannon available for that. And you supercharge it up, and then you hit him, and then as soon as the armor's in there, you just whack him as much as possible. And you basically just do this process again over and over and over and over again. I wish they had a little bit more of a diversity in terms of this. Like, all these the way that you have to handle these enemies is great, don't get me wrong, but like if they would have added multiple types of enemies, the combat would have been much more interesting, because you would have to adapt constantly. But we defeat this guy, and we're like, yeah! Fuck yeah! And Glowbox is in the background. Oh, that's funny. And I just recharged my health just for a little bit. And now we're gonna go flippy the switchy, because he has the orange thing, and we could flip the switch. And I missed. See, that's where I mean where the camera thing can screw you over, because you have no idea, you can't exactly tell. Like, your depth perception's off on that. But no matter. And we are heading towards the end of the part, my dear viewers. Until then, this is your one and only favorite Hypermark, and I'm here to say, peace out.